Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday at 6 Eastern Time. We still have our live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a look at who's on the show with us today. All right, we got Jay Briggs, Ninos in the poker room. And we got Alex Smart here, and here's how they'll line up for this evening. We got the Smart, Ninos, Briggs, and then I will close this one. Yeah, a couple late scratches on the card today. We had Rod and Tony Brown, Damian, and Shane. Those were earlier scratches, but we'll get through the show. I do have a pick from Rod. We were going to give you a pick from Rod here at the end of the show, so he was able to get us a play for tonight's show. Baseball is on the card for today, so let's go ahead and let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. I think we'll pull in Alex in right now. There we go. Alex, what's happening?
Yo, Tony. All kinds of stuff happening, all kinds of Major League Baseball tonight, but we're going to focus on just one. I'm going to get everybody to lay a little bit of lumber tonight. And, the Dodgers looked asleep at the wheel yesterday and just sort of went through the motions, and they've gone through the motions the last couple of games. Excuse me. And it seems, at this time of year, we know who the Dodgers are, and Colorado's probably got a little bit more ambition at this point. But, you don't want to go in too cold into the playoffs. And, the Dodgers, I think, are going to come back with a bounce-back situation here tonight. It's interesting to note the Dodgers starter Urias is 15-0. His team is, anyway, versus a National League team with a slugging percentage of 400 or worse, which the Rockies have in the second half of the season over the last couple of seasons. So, the average run differential here is a whopping plus 4.6 runs per game, which qualifies on a run line offering. So we're going to come in here with a run line offering, and unfortunately we're laying a little bit of lumber, but a little bit late with this play here today. But it's a good situation for us. The Dodgers are also 17-1 their last 18 home games when they've come off a game with 3 or less runs scored. And yesterday, obviously, was a 2-1. Game. So, from a pitcher's perspective, I think we have an advantage with Urias. We also have an advantage with the Dodgers just wanting to get a little bit more momentum going here. You don't want to completely fall asleep at the wheel before postseason play. LA Dodgers, let's lay some lumber. We're going to take the run line.
All right, looks like their big guy for the Rockies out of the lineup here. Looking at some confirmed lineups here, so going to go all right, mostly right-handed, which is okay. Here we got the Dodgers a run line here, -1.5 runs here, -160 against the Rockies. Anyway, what can you say about Urias? Right, he's a Cy Young contender. Questionable whether or not he wins it. Again, it happened to him last year. Right, he put up that great season. Just a little hard luck trying to get to 20 wins, kind of leaving the game without the lead. But again, the bullpen has been sharp for the Dodgers, and of course. Yeah, as you said, giving up the offense kind of slacked a little bit the last couple of days, and you don't want to go in with the question marks surrounding your team, right?
No, I just think this is a key game here tonight from a few points of view. You have to be able to deliver, and we all know the Dodgers' talent level is superior to Colorado, and Colorado's had their chances here. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about the Dodgers making a little bit of a statement. I'm feeling good about themselves also.
All right, we've got the play here. We'll be on the Dodgers, the run line -1.5 runs here at -160. This one will have a start time here of, and that's 10 Eastern Time. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. Of course, we do have some double headers in action right now. Of course, it looks like we have about looks like we got 14 games still on the board here for Major League Baseball. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I decided to pass completely today. It's kind of one of those. It's been one of those Major League Baseball seasons for me. I've done well. 3 of the last 5 seasons has either been off or on, and this has been an off season for me. But my saving grace is 5 consecutive seasons of postseason profits for my clients, and I expect us to make more money again this year. So join me for a month-long package, and we'll make some money together.
All right, got board. Just a reminder here: 4 starters sitting down here for Colorado, so they're going to rest some starters here on the Rocky side. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get on board here, of course. He's already up with action here for Wednesday night, that SMU UCF game. Remember, this is a makeup game from the postponement on Saturday. There will be college football here on ESPN in primetime on Wednesday. So we know they'll have all the baseball out of the way. So it'll just be this standalone game. Smart move there to move it here to give these programs some good exposure. On a kind of a quiet Wednesday, you'll have that football game there. So get on board with Alex. Of course, a good time to get the long-term pass. Alex has a 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. Of course, you get that 7-day pass. That'll get you all of Alex's plays here from the NFL action here for Thursday as well as Sunday, Monday. The college football Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And of course, the baseball will get you, the 7-day pass will get you through the first round of the playoffs. As remember, we got those mini-series beginning here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So a good time to get on board here with Alex Smart with that 7-day pass. And let's not forget the NHL. We got the first 2 games here on Friday, Saturday. In the regular season in Prague, we'll see if Alex is in action in one of those 2 games in the NHL. It opens in North America on October the 11th. So it's just a week away here from that. We're 2 weeks away. 2 weeks today away from the start of the NBA season. So here we are, Alex. The sport's starting to pile up.
Yeah, we can really make an opportunity or have an opportunity to make a lot of money for our clients, and it's during that when the 4 major sports are rocking and rolling, that's when our bank accounts or our bankrolls will expand.
Now, you know Big Al very well. He came on saying, I like to hit the NBA hard early in the season. He thinks he has some angles there. There isn't a whole, there's player move, but again, you're kind of dealing with rotations of 5 players. But lately, it seems like coaches like to play a lot of players now these days. Before it would be maybe a 7 to 10 player rotation, but early on they're going to usually play. They're going to see a lot of players. How do you look at it going into the NBA?
Well, Al knows his stuff, and he's probably got some stuff there that we would love to have, angles that he's sort of accumulated over the years. And he maybe sees something that I'm not seeing. I'm always a slow starter. I'm more cautious out of the gate. And that could be just old habits. But I've never been able – I find the NBA changes on such a consistent level all the time. Every year, we've got new rules. We've got new situations, obviously new coaches. So, I just put away a lot of information I have and sort of like to use it as the season goes on. But everyone's different, and everyone's got a different angle for sure.
That's right. And, of course, that's with these schedules, they're spacing out the games a little bit more, so you're not getting those 4 games in 5 nights, less back-to-backs. They still are out there, but you're not getting as many of those 3 games in 4 nights or those 4 games in 5 nights that we used to see back in the day.
Oh, boy, that was crazy. Yeah. So let's cross our fingers, hope for a big season. And definitely we're going to put the work in. So when work gets put in, let's hope for big profits. And
right.
You know what? I think the last 2 years have been just average for me. And I had a really big year 3 years ago, like a huge year. And I think it was on the back of 3 straight years. So we've had 4 or 5 winning seasons the last 5 seasons. And I'm ready to explode. I feel it. I feel it. And that's not after a big party in Las Vegas. I'm talking about I'm talking about us making some money. Anyway.
Absolutely. That's big money time. Exactly. Yeah. NBA starting here. NHL as well. It'll be a lot of fun with all these sports overlapping. All right, Alex, have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you in a couple days.
See you, Tony. Take care.
You got it. Alex Smart here on the drive through. All right, let's continue on here with the coverage, guys. We're going to go ahead and bring in next. Let's see if El Nino, we got him off the poker table. He was kind of walking in. Let's see. I want to make sure he's on camera before we get him in. I think there he is. He's back. He's there. He's got a good background. So let's bring in Al Ninos. We got him away from the tables. Al, what's happening?
Going pretty good. How are you, Tony?
Going great. All right, here we go. Game 2 of this doubleheader as the Yankees will be on the road facing the Rangers after that Game 1 performance. We do have the Yankees here minus 205 in Game 2, total 7.5.
Yeah, the Yankees managed to squeeze a win out in the first game of this doubleheader here, and I think they went slightly more comfortably in this Game 2 with a much better pitching matchup here with Garrett Cole getting the start against Jesus Tinoco, which is looks like it's going to be a bullpen game for the Rangers here, and we already know the Yankees sat some bats out for the first game, and do expect them to be back in the lineup for Game 2 here. A couple guys that were coming off injuries and stuff, so I expect them to play them just to get back into form before the playoffs start. So I expect a pretty full Yankees lineup here, and still trying to get as many Aaron Judge home runs as possible, obviously. So they're still playing, and I'd like them to win a little more comfortably here tonight. So laying the run line for the show, and as I said yesterday, taking that money line too a little bit to cover that run line, but they should cover it for us.
All right, Ninos here on the Yankees run line. Lay the -1.5 runs, -115 against the Rangers, and of course, the Yankees again. Their heads are in the game here. They're trying to get as many at bats for Judge as possible. Matter of fact, he got the last at bat in the 9th inning because he was batting first, and the 9th place batter, was able to get on. So it allowed Judge to get his at the final at bat, get his 5 at bats, and that's really what it is. It comes down to the Yankees trying to get as many at bats for Judge as possible. It's coming down to the last 2 days. Although I will say this, I do like his chances in game 2 because I'm seeing Colby Allard as a primary pitcher for the Rangers.
Who are you saying?
I'm liking Judge's chances in game 2 because the primary pitcher will be Colby Allard.
Okay, yeah, he's coming to be the primary reliever. Okay, I like his chances too. But the interesting thing I saw before they pulled LeMahieu out of the lineup, he was expected to bat leadoff from what I saw in the lineup. So it should be interesting to see who bats leadoff for them here. I haven't seen that confirmed.
Oh, it's Judge. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Judge. I mean, the manager would get run out of town. Oh, I see Judge already confirmed. I see Judge. Oh no. Oh no, it's confirmed. Oh yeah, it's going to be Judge. There's no doubt. I mean, he would. Could you imagine if he would have batted second and the first place hitter was the one making the last out of the 9th? Oh, he would have been hung to dry, man. There's no doubt he's definitely first in the lineup. Leading off here, I got Judge, Stan, Cabrera, Donaldson, LeMahieu, Peraza, Bader, Trevino, and Hicks are your starting hitting lineup here for Cole on the mound. And of course, it looks like Allard will be the primary pitcher. I mean, come on, man. If you can't hit against Allard, you're not going to hit against other. Too bad. Unless they trade for Corbin, there isn't going to be anybody else you'd be able easier pitcher to hit off than Allard, unless Corbin gets traded here. But that's I think they got a layup for you right here, brother. You got to get it done. All right, we got the Yankees here on the run line, -1.5 runs, -115 against the Rangers. This one will have a start time here in game 2 of 8 Eastern time. This is for game 2. All right, Alice, take a go right pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action here as the floor man is probably telling Al to get back on the table. They're going to take another blind away from you, my man. All right, we got 14 games on the board here for Major League Baseball. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, real quick, speaking of layups, one last thing about this game. Yes, this definitely would have been a premium pick, but the line came out a little bit too late. But glad I got to share it here with everyone. I really like this pick a lot. I still have a 3-pack out there and an extra play if you're on the long term or 2-for-1 capper special. So make sure you jump on one of those and let's get some money.
So I get on board here with Ninos over at Pick Dogs. Premium plays on the board right now. He's got a 3-pack right now on the board here. Credit guarantee means it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account as side credit. That's what credit guarantee is. So get on board here with Ninos over at Pick Dogs with his plays. He also sells them individually as well. Of course, the long-term passes will serve you well with Al. Of course, Al was the top unit producer in the NHL last year, and he does have an NHL season pass up there right now. Of course, NHL begins here. It does begin here on Friday as we get the Friday, Saturday games in Prague, and then on the 11th of October, the games in Prague, in North America, will start. So we're right around the corner here from the NHL, 2 weeks away from the start of the NBA. So a lot going on here in the sports, and good time to get on board with the long-term pass. But NHL season pass from L, get all of his premium plays from the NHL, including postseason, and use the promo code WIN15 at checkout, and you'll save 75% off. I'll do the math here. That's $75 off his NHL season pass. You can access Al's page by clicking the link in the description. Then you'll find the All Cappers tab at Pick Dogs. Click it and get signed up. All right, Al, it's always great having your show. All right, have good luck on the poker table, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it, Al Ninos here on the drive through. Guys, if you miss any picks, we'll do a recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive through. It's time to ring in Jay Briggs. If I'm over at Pick Dogs at Premium, where he does great work on his side of town. There's a lot going on tonight in game 2, and you're still your neck of the woods here.
Yeah, like I should have went out there tonight. I should have.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. Like I said, if you can't get against Allard, then he's got no excuses. Again, that's you can't ask. You know the Rangers very well. when you see Allard over there, you were probably ready to pound the Judge home run today, right?
Yeah, he should get it today, man. Today should be the day.
He got it. All right, here we go. 7:40 Eastern Time. Brewers here to host the Diamondbacks. We got the D-backs favorite on the road, -120, total 6.5.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the Diamondbacks here tonight, man. We got Zach Gallen on the mound. Arguably one of the top 3 pitchers in the league, top 5 pitchers, depending on who you talk to. And he got the Milwaukee Brewers tonight, who were eliminated last night. They had a tough season, came to an end last night. So I really don't expect them to have much fight here tonight. I think they kind of just lay down. And Arizona, who's lost 7 of 10, I think they get on the board tonight. This isn't end of the baseball season, so you know how the season winds down. But I think the Diamondbacks pull out the win tonight against the Brewers. Brewers still upset about last night's loss. Eric Lauer is on the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers, 10-7 on the season. But I think the Diamondbacks can get to him. I think we see a lower scoring game, and the Diamondbacks win this one here.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that when the way Gallen has looked. He's looked better than any pitcher down the stretch. I mean, he's done very well here. So it's hard to argue that one here with the D-backs. And Milwaukee, probably the most disappointing team in baseball. I can't think of another one.
Me either, man. They were sitting in prime position, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They just gave it away.
Yep, it looks like my namesake is out of the lineup. Yelich will DH, but Renfroe, Wong, Urias, Mitchell, Taylor, Narvaez. Looks like they're resting guys, so they already know. They probably saw them walking in and said, "Nah, this guy's head's not in it." So we're probably going to see a lot of guys sit here for the Brewers, and of course Gallen on the hill. So he's been the guy, and a lot of us know nothing more than a fifth starter on a staff with good pitchers. That's really what I think. Look at him that way. All right, D-backs here -120 against the Brewers. This one to start here at 7:40 Eastern Time. All right, Jay, let's take over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, really good results here from the NFL. We always tuned into the halftime show with Mitch and Jay. But tonight looks like just 14 games remaining. With a lot of Game 2s of doubleheaders start because we have 3 doubleheaders today. So we're going to have a lot of Game 2 action coming up here. So what do you have going over at Pick Dogs?
I actually only had one play out there today, and it's already off the board. It was in the Guardians-Royals game. So nothing left for me out there today. But tomorrow, I think we got college football tomorrow. We still got a little MLB tomorrow. So I have a few plays tomorrow. Thursday, we got NFL coming right around. So, the weekend, we got college football, NFL Sunday, big card. So, the best thing to do is hop on one of them long-term packages. I'm going to get my NBA pass up there probably tonight, man, because NBA is going to be here. We're going to blink, and it's going to be here.
2 weeks.
Hell, we blinked, and we're a month in the NFL already. So, the best way is hop on one of them long-term packages if you're serious about making money. Like Tony Brown says, man, you can't afford not to hop on one of them long-term packages. 2-for-1 capper special. Pair me up with one of the guys like Tony Brown or Tony T, Mitch, anybody, man. You can't go wrong. That's what I got going on. Let's keep making money. I'm excited. Hey, and be sure to check out the NFL show with me, Mitch, and Big Al McMorty tomorrow. Whole lot of information. As soon as I get off here, I'm studying for that tomorrow. I kind of glanced at this NFL card. This is a tougher week. So y'all gotta make sure y'all find y'all spots this week. And I can't wait for it. I'm ready. Let's keep attacking.
Let's keep attacking indeed, guys. Got to board with the Jay Briggs over at Pick Dodge. Showing a good NFL result. Good time you got to board with the Jays. Why don't you get a 7-day all sports pass from Jay? Get all of his premium plays for 7 days. It include NFL here for Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night. That's 3 days there. Also college football Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Of course, all his baseball playoffs, right? That will cover you for the first wild card round of the playoffs. That Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday is if necessary. Make note of that. It's if necessary. If I don't know if we'll get 4 sweeps. When we get 4 sweeps, there won't be baseball on Sunday. But they are best of 3 mini-series. Back to the old school NBA. Before your time, Jay, the NBA, the first round used to be called the mini-series. They would play. Could you imagine? They used to play best of 3 in the first round of the NBA playoffs. So years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember that, Tony. I don't remember that.
Oh, that was before your time. Way before your time. You weren't even alive for that.
But yeah, I can't wait for the NBA, man. That's my second favorite sport, right behind NFL, and I mean right behind it. I'm excited for it, man. My Mavs coming off that huge Western Conference Finals run. I'm excited to see what Luka Doncic has in store for us this season. LeBron's going to pass Kareem this season. So, it's going to be a lot of great stuff going on in the NBA. I'm so ready for it.
I'm ready for it. I love the NBA. I love it more than college
Me
basketball.
too.
And I've been saying that for years. People, college March, it's great in March. But have you seen between March? In the NBA, it's a great game. And you're going to see great plays every night. I mean, these guys, their shooting percentages and the three. Amazed to me how they hit those threes. And if you go on a basketball court, you get hit a 3-point when your heart rate's down. But when you're running up and down, you have a high heart rate. It's not that easy to hit those threes. I'm amazed how well these guys can hit, especially with that heart rate so high, playing in that fast pace out there.
Yeah, man, definitely. Basketball is definitely one of the more intense games for sure, man. I just love the game of basketball. You got to be locked in at all moments. You can get caught with a backdoor cut or just anything. So it's not like football or baseball where it's a lot of breaks in between plays. It's a lot of constant action. So yeah. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. And I love college basketball too, so I'm ready for that to start. That's right around the corner as well. So we're right in that primetime season where it's going to be all here. And I'm going to have a few NHL plays too. I'm not just huge on NHL, but I'm going to pick my spots.
Yeah, we got people like the NHL, with legalization of betting. So you're going to see more activity. We saw that in the interest rise during the baseball season. So we'll definitely, with the hockey, been watching the preseason. They good coverage on NHL Network. They just show preseason games over and over to get you familiar with teams. So you get, and you're a game watcher. So there's good things to do. And you can pick things out from, of course, obviously it's great to have Chris and Rod Zawacky on board. These guys know hockey like the back of their hands. They have a lot of good information they give out to you with goalie rotations. They know, when you Rod, he knows the third string goalie, he knows the AHL, the minor league guys. So he's up on all their rosters. So these guys really know their stuff, and they've known it for years growing up with the sport. So it's always good to have a mix of cappers that know their stuff. It's always great. But looking forward to the NBA. There'll be a lot of NBA coverage here as we get a little bit of a lull. Upcoming shows will feature some NBA season win totals, maybe some futures out there, rookie of the year, MVPs, and teams that make the playoffs, team yes or no to make playoffs. We got we'll have a lot of that coverage. Remember, on the drive-through, we're a Monday through Friday show, so not a lot. Football doesn't always land on our shows, so that we cover a lot of NBA. So we're looking forward to that coming up here as the season begins in 2 weeks. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work. We'll check out that NFL show for you tomorrow, Wednesday. Have a good one.
All right, Tony. Yeah, be sure to check out the NFL show tomorrow, halftime on Thursday.
Got it. Halftime Thursday. Jay Briggs here on the drive. All right, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. I do have Ron Zawacky. He did leave me with a play from the NHL preseason. We'll get to it in a little bit, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Let's get to my pick. We'll go ahead and put my game up here. Apologize. We had some guys had to have some things come up. They weren't able to make it. We had 5 guys that couldn't make it today, so that was a big one. So anyway, it's one of those fluky things, but no doubt we'll have a full show again tomorrow. So let's go ahead and put up my game odds here for tonight. We're going to look at this Red Sox and Rays game. We got the Rays here minus 120, total 7.5. We're going under in this one. We're going to go under total here of 7.5. Some weather is not too good. We got the wind blowing 11 miles per hour in. Going to be a cold night. 56 degrees current temperature in Boston. So it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to help the offense at all. I don't really believe that will help the offense. We got Jeffrey Springs for Tampa. Has been pretty good. 32 appearances. ERA 2.45. WHIP of 1.07. He's striking out 26%, good ground ball rate, limits the home runs. Nathan Eovaldi's up there. ERA just around 4, WHIP of 1.26, 22% strikeout rate. He's had some trouble with the homers, but the one thing here is look at the Tampa Bay hitting here over the past 10 games. They're hitting just 202 against right-handers. Springs 13-4 to the under, facing an AL team hitting 260 or worse this season. Spring is also 12-4 to the under when he's favored by minus 110 or greater this season. The play here will be on Tampa Bay and Boston, going under total of 7.5 runs. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I've got an MLB play up there for you right now. I am number 3 unit producer at Pick Dogs in Major League Baseball, so get on board with my baseball play for tonight. Also, you may consider a long-term pass. I have a 3, 7, and 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period you select. When you go to my handicapper page, make that purchase. Of course, that 1-month pass will get you all of my premium plays here from baseball. Should take you to around Game 6 of the World Series with that 1-month pass. Also, the NBA, which begins in 2 weeks, will be part of the 30-day All Sports Pass, all my NFL, all my college football. It's a good time to get on board with that 1 month All Sports Pass. And use that promo code WIN15 at checkout, and you'll save 15%. You can also match me up with the 2-for-1 cap promotion, match me up with another capper. You can match me up with Jay, with L, with Big L, Little L, with James. We've got also Alex Smart, who's been doing great. So match me up with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's get to the recap here, and let's go ahead and put up the games for today. And we're also going to bring you Rod's pick. So Rod did leave us a pick for you guys. So let's get it. Let's roll here. We started with Alex here. Dodgers run line -1.5 runs, -160 here against the Rockies. Al Ninos was on the Yankees run line, -1.5 runs, -115 against the Rangers. That's game 2. Jay was on the D-backs, -120 against the Brewers. Rod Zawacky, here's his pick from Rod Zawacky. He likes Ottawa on the puck line, laid the -1.5 goals, +135 here against Montreal. Yours truly, Rays, Red Sox under 7.5. The one I like the most here. I kind of like the D-backs here with Jay here at -120. All right, that'll do it here for this edition here of the drive-thru. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers in from Pick Dogs and Sports Chef Place. They'll have plays for you. Now, we have a very limited card. Just one college football game is scheduled, but we will. I will throw this out to the group out there. We will offer. We have our choice. So, it's up to the cappers. I'm going to ask them to maybe give us some NBA season win totals, NBA futures, NBA yes or no playoff props. Also, maybe some player props here from playoff series prices. We may know the series already in the wild card round, maybe even in the DS round. Well, actually, we will not know the NLDS or ALDS because we're going through these 8-team playoffs right here in the mini series. But we can get together to find some series prices and get maybe some baseball series prices. Of course, MLB futures, team to win the World Series, team to make the World Series, who will win the best of 3 series. There's a lot of things we'll be putting together here for our show here on Wednesday. So make sure you tune in to the drive-thru. We'll have you covered. All right, that's going to do it for our show. Also, too, I'll throw in a bonus prop. I do like Judge to hit a home run in this game because Colby Allard's on the mound. That's why. Allard was listed as the primary pitcher in game 2. So, it's early Christmas gift from the Rangers to the Yankees here. We're gonna put him on the mound for you guys. Let's break the record. So that's how I look at it right here when you put Colby Allard here in game 2 of this series as a primary pitcher. Here I look for Judge to get it. All right, that'll do it for the show tonight, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live at 6 Eastern. We'll do it all over again. Don't forget the morning show every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We got Mitch, we got Rod, we got Chris with the morning show. Of course, the games will be in play, or all 15 games, maybe 16 if they're going to do the doubleheader. I'm not sure if they're going to do the doubleheader on that Orioles game, and tough luck for the Blue Jays to get this rain out and have to play a doubleheader the night before they have actually they're going to get a day off, but that's kind of a tough break there to get that if they got to play the doubleheader. But they'll have all games covered for you guys, so tune in at 10 a.m. Eastern time here with Mitch, Chris, and Rod Zawacky. Don't forget the video series. We got Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. We also have Ron Romali's complete rundown of Major League Baseball. We have the video series here with Javon with his parlay video of the day. We also have the NFL show tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that. We also have the college football show with Chris and Mitch on Thursdays. And, of course, don't forget the MMA show with Brad and Mills. Not this weekend because there's no UFC card the following weekend. They'll be back, so make sure you tune in. And, of course, make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so whenever we're live with our shows, you're live with us. So you get the best numbers when you place your bets and you line up our picks with yours and you make it a play. So make sure you tune in. All right, that's going to do it for our show tonight. Let's bring in our crew from Neighborhood Wake. Goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great night. We'll